Hey guys, MichaelBtheGameGenie here. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I've got some breaking news for you that may be something really big and really cool, or it may not be anything at all. We've got a little bit of news coming in from the port data from Arcade1Up that could point to Arcade1Up's next XL or Deluxe cabinet, or it could just be a restock of older cabinets, and I'll tell you all about it right after this. So that's right, in today's video, I've got some information on some new port data about a shipment of cabinets coming in for Arcade1Up that's actually a little bit surprising. It's really interesting to me personally, because if this is indeed the next XL cabinet, I am all in. Or it could just be a restock of some older cabinets that are currently out of stock in a small quantity. Only time will tell. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much for checking out the video, guys. I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel and you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that YouTube stuff. So what I want to do here now, guys, is I want to point you towards a post from J. Scott Gray on my Twitter feed. He wrote to me directly. He got some information on the next import coming into Arcade1Up. He said, new TMNT cabinets, I would think countercades, but the number of items in the container are relatively low for a shipment of countercades. So if you take a look at it, cargo number 1, arcade video games item A07707, 1UP Star TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet, HS code 9504.50.00. Keywords arcade video, HS code, it gives it again, and then piece count, it says only 435 units coming in. So that's the information provided to us. What could that possibly mean? So guys, if you go take a look at Arcade1Up's product page themselves, products that are still available from Arcade1Up in terms of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles products, we've got the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stool, we've got the Turtles in Time arcade machine, which is currently sold out, so this could possibly be a restock of the Turtles in Time cab. The Turtles in Time countercade, which is much less likely because of the number of cabinets coming in. And then the waiting room bundle, like, obviously, no, that's not it. So it's possibly one of these units, but more than likely not. The question now is it possible that this is indeed new Arcade1Up products? Could there potentially be a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet coming in one of the new form factors? The odds-on favorite, if it is a new form factor, is perhaps this is the new Deluxe cabinet from Arcade1Up, the first 4-player Deluxe cab featuring the iconic original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That is something that is possible, but that's not exactly what I'm hoping for. I know most of you Arcade1Up 3/4 fans would particularly like that, but I'm hoping for something a little different. Personally, I've made it abundantly clear I have fallen in love with the Arcade1Ups in the larger form factors, such as the XL cabinets. Here I'm showing NBA Jam XL for a very specific reason, obviously, because if they did a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in an XL form factor, this is what it would look like. It could potentially also be a Pro cabinet, but I think XL is more likely, and this would be an ideal Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles re-release. Even though it is another re-release, I think there's a bunch of people that would like to see this in the XL form factor, and me personally, I'd be all in adding the 4-player Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet to my collection. So guys, let me get a little silly with this and hope beyond hope, because I think it's a small possibility. I don't think it's realistic, and we'll get into that in a couple minutes why I think it's not, but it's still weird. But let's take a look at this. I think the NBA Jam XL Shaq Edition has an awesome form factor. Anybody who's picked one up will tell you, like, the size, the shape, everything is great. The 19-inch screen, something you can consider, obviously, that the screen in any XL coming out going forward won't have the TN monitor that the original XL cabinet suffered from. It would be upgraded to an IPS screen. 4-player form factor, some people may say the deck is still too wide, but it feels really good. It's a great cabinet. The size is great, and the big marquee up top is just amazing. So, hoping among hope, I'm hoping that it is, in fact, a 4-player XL Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet with the original art, no shack on the side, with a big original marquee, and I would just be so happy. The sad thing is, there's only one problem with this theory, and that's logic. Goddamn logic always getting in the way, because I've been told recently I have to be more careful when I'm reporting, so I guess it's time for me to do my due diligence. So guys, if we go back to the actual bill of lading, port information of the cabinets coming in, there's actually 2 cabinets, looks like it's coming in. So you get an STWA 07707 1-Up Star. That's Star Wars, obviously. And then the second one is TMNT 07633 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade cabinets. Now, the important thing about this is the codes that's including, because we're going to switch over now to a very useful tool, which is the Arcade1Up ticket tool. So if you go into the name of the product, I want to go to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which this is the original Arcade1Up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-player cabinet that was released, non-light up marquee with the riser, you'll take a look at the number afterwards and say C7633. So we go back to our bill of lading, and then you look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TMNT 07633. Back again to the submitted ticket, Turtles is 7633. The numbers are identical. That is so friggin' weird, right? Like, why would a shipment of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet be coming into the port on, April 28th, 2023, when this cabinet hasn't been sold now in almost 3 years? That's strange, isn't it? So then we go to the other one here, Star Wars A 07707, and I want to go back to the submit a ticket tool. So we're going to go down here just a little bit. Star Wars, I'll bring it back up on screen, Star Wars with riser plus light up and marquee, 7707. So we go back to the bill of lading, and sure enough, the number afterwards is 7707, which means that this is indeed the original Star Wars with light up marquee and riser, the one that was sold all the way back in Wave 3 when the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet was sold as well. And these are a shipment coming in on April 28th, 2023, 3 years after these cabinets released. So obviously it looks like this is old stock, which I don't understand. Old stock moving over from the warehouse, coming in. I don't know what it could potentially be for. So guys, I'm realistically at an absolute loss on what exactly is coming into the ports at this time for Arcade1Up. If you go by logic and you look at the actual cabinet numbers included, it looks like this is some old stock. Maybe one of the factories over there found some Star Wars cabinets and some Turtles cabinets packed away in a corner of the factory. They didn't even realize they had them, so they contacted Arcade1Up and had them shipped over. Maybe that's a possibility. Or maybe these are parts related to these cabinets that, they ordered more so that they could do some kind of warranty work on them. But, I mean, realistically, these cabinets came out 3 years ago, so it's not likely there's many open warranty claims for cabinets of that vintage. So this is all just very strange. Could it be something else where they're just trying to cover up a new product coming out? I have no idea. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope for the best that this is, in fact, a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cab, but realistically, it's probably nothing. Anyways, I'll leave it for you guys to decide. What do you think is coming over right now? Reach the ports here in the US, North America, I'm in Canada, but reach the ports in the US from Arcade1Up? Do you think this is just more really, really old stock that just mysteriously appeared that's going to be available relatively soon? Do you think it's old cabinet parts that they're bringing up for warranty? Or do you think it's something completely different and we may, in fact, be getting a new product from Arcade1Up in the relatively near future? Please, dear God, do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles XL cabinet. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time.